There we
Hey,
go. How are you?
hey Valentina, I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm sorry if bear with me because I my voice is a little bit lower than usual. I'm in Miami and we're so used to the I am so used to the beautiful hot weather that the temperature dropped a little bit and there we go. I got a little bit sick.
It's okay. Still sounds nice to me, so no worries.
Thank you.
Uh, but yeah, I'm doing well. I just got back from a 10-day silent retreat.
It How was it? Can I ask? I mean, I'm sure it's just beyond amazing.
Yeah, it was a really wonderful experience, and um, it's funny because today we're talking about sound.
I
So
know. Yeah, I know.
it's
I
a
know.
funny relationship between silence and sound, and how those two work together, and how silence itself is a sound,
It
right?
is.
So
Yeah, true.
I was thinking about that in context of our conversation. I just thought it was kind of funny,
It
but
is. Yeah.
but it was really magical, and I'm going to be creating a reflection about it later. It was deep in the Ozarks, in the forests out there, so really.
Wow. I had let's say, use a similar experience a few years ago, and I went to a retreat, and silence was involved, and I wasn't ready. Now I would be, yes, I'm coming, but I wasn't ready, and um, I was really scared of being in silence, but at first, because I'm very like sociable, I always talk to people, and the first thing on the surface was, oh, how am I gonna do without talking to other people? But it was more because I was afraid of being in silence and being with myself and listening to myself and my thoughts. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So I wasn't ready, and now I am. So I'll. Yeah, and I'm also so happy and I'm ready to hear more about your experience and when you'll be ready to share. Yes,
Thank you. Yeah, I'll make sure to share it with you when I get around to creating it. But today is about you and being a new partner of ours, and welcoming you into the Wikipedia family. Really excited just to get to know you better, and to kind of showcase you, your journey, your offerings to the community and everyone else who's joining today. So, um, if it's okay with you, Valentina, what I thought made sense is I'd like to just pass the baton to you, so to speak, and hear a bit more about your awakening journey and how it's led you to sound.
sure,
Um,
of course.
Speak to
Yes.
that for a bit.
Yeah, so first of all, I want to thank you and Maddie for having me. And it's just amazing that you guys created this spiritual platform for the community. And the name Wikipedia is just, I mean, I love it.
Thank
Um,
you. Thank you.
yes. Um, so my journey, I'm been on this, I would say, self-discovery journey for a few years now. And I personally see myself now back to like my old self. I was struggling with so many limiting beliefs around myself and relationships and money, and I couldn't really see my full potential, my full worth, my full magic. And I was kind of like a people pleaser. As they say, like used to dim my light, and but I always had this feeling that something wasn't right. I wasn't living a life that I didn't belong to. So one day I opened my eyes and I said, no, that there's more, there must be. And I developed this interest in the healing arts. And so meditation and hypnosis and plant medicine and coaching and sound healing were tools that help me to really open up and discover my true self and what's on the other side of this virtual reality. So as I said to you, it's like sound has been one of my greatest teachers. It brings so many benefits, and I'm more than happy to share with you and all the community, the benefits that probably most of us know at a physical level and emotional level. But what I'm very passionate about and I want to talk is the benefits on a spiritual level, because that's what touched me the most. So the benefits of sound healing, of course, we have the release of stress and anxiety. We have this improve of and support immunity and health, and that enhance the mood, the focus, the clarity, creativity, improve digestion. It helps with sleep issues. It can lower the blood pressure and cholesterol. So there's so many more. On an emotional level, it can help to release trapped emotions and traumas and the negative energy that is stored in our energy centers, mainly the first three. But on a spiritual level, and this is what like sound healing to me is really a portal to access a place that exists beyond space and time, where all the possibilities, endless possibilities for our are there, and we can become the creators of our life. So the passion comes to me because I really experienced it and I felt it in my soul, and I'm just so now I feel so blessed that I did this journey, and it will be a never-ending journey for all of us. So imagine, but so sound healing can really help you to expand your self-awareness and consciousness. What does it mean? So during a sound bath, the brain waves slow down, and from beta we go to theta. So we reach this deep meditative, dreamlike, trance-like state. So specific frequencies open the third eye and the crown chakras that enable connection to higher realms of consciousness. And so we connect to our higher selves, to the universe, to the divine. We felt, we become attuned, aligned. We feel more connected to our purpose and our destiny. But not just that, it really helps to so listening to and playing music is one of the few things that really light up the entire brain on an EEG scan. So during sound healing, you can access a whole brain state. So the two, both sides work together, they resonate and communicate with each other, so you can think more clearly and more creatively. What I love the most, it can increase this heart and brain coherence, because when your heart becomes coherent, you feel elevated emotions, and when you feel elevated emotions, you vibrate so high that you become more energy than matter. And so when the heart and the brain, these two organs work together, communicate with each other, resonate with each other, like we think more clearly, we become more calm, we feel more happy, we feel connected, we're in a flow basically, and we expand our consciousness to mystical states, and we resonate with different dimensions of reality, and we become wholeness, oneness. We basically go back to where we're from. And the last, to me, it's also, it really helps to increase the manifestation potential, because we become a magnet. We are an electromagnetic field. So the vibrations and frequency, we vibrate at a higher frequency, and this higher frequency signal go to the universe, and we receive back guidance from our intuition, from the divine, God, whatever you want to call it. I mean, to me, this is just, I don't know, it's just beyond. And so my connection and experience were so profound that I was like, this is it. Like, I found my mission. Because when you feel it so deeply and it becomes so clear, you want everyone around you to really feel and experience what you felt and experienced, because again, we were one. And so I realized that through sound, I can help, I can guide, I can inspire, um, and to this awakening of consciousness. And that's that to me is like the beauty. And so now I can say that I'm a sound healer, but I'm not gonna say, okay, Cam, let's do a sound bath and I'm gonna heal you. I can heal you. It's just that I'm guiding you, and then you open up and you heal yourself. And while you heal yourself, I heal myself too. So it's just beautiful.
Yeah. Wow. That was perhaps one of my favorite introductions of any partner, for a variety of reasons. You speak very well to this modality, and
Thank you.
clearly you're in tune with energy and those energetic spiritual forces that are driving the effects that we are able to witness on the mental, emotional, physical planes.
Yes.
And that takes exactly what you've described. It takes a personal, direct experience yourself to be able to intuitively know that. And I speak from my side, as well, to witness and recognize that in you. So it's really wonderful to see and to hear you express your passion and your heart for sound healing, as someone who's been a direct beneficiary of the modality.
Thank you.
So really beautiful, and everything you're saying is spot on. When I'm listening, I'm like, yep,
You
like
can
intuitively.
resonate.
Yeah, resonates very deeply with just energy dynamics and how it works, and vibrations, and the ascension of consciousness, and everything you said. You answer so many of the questions I was going to ask you, so it's great. Um, one other thing, Valentina, that some people have asked me, which I thought would be a nice question to pass to you
Mm-hmm.
as the expert in the space, is, people are like, well, why don't I just like listen to music in general, right? As opposed to sound healing and a sound healing experience. Can you speak to the difference between putting on a song on the radio versus an intentional sound bath experience?
You use the right word. I love this intentional, and I'm gonna talk about it later. So, of course, music is just like I listen to music all the time. But so, what happens during a sound bath? I play different instruments, not just crystal singing bowls, drums, chimes, shakers, rain stick, like you name it. When I play the instruments, I create sound, and those sounds match the frequencies in your body. So when you feel these vibrations, you tune into those frequencies and you go back to balance. But let's do a step back. Why you go back to balance? Because most of the time we are out of balance. We live in a world, we are so stressed, like, almost like chronic stress and anxiety, that we vibrate at a lower frequency and we're out of sync. So our cells and organs are out of sync. And when uh, you can tune and resonate with some vibrations, your body is like sort of like wake up and go back to its natural rate and state of balance and frequency, because each of us has its own resonance frequency. So that's, I think, the difference. But also, so sound therapy is healing, but not just because of the frequency and not just because of the intention. It's the combination of the frequency of the sound and the intention. That's why before every session, I always ask to set an intention. What is it that you truly want in your life? What is it that you want to attract? Because we're a magnet. What is it that you need to let go that no longer serves you to set you free? Because most of the time, we seek in the outer world something that we really want without even thinking and realizing that it's within us and it's been there the whole time. So once we open up, we start to remember, we go back to where we're from, and once we remember, we reconnect with the higher self, and we finally like release and forget all the traumas that we've been carrying along the whole life, maybe. So it, it's
Yeah.
it's a package, right?
Yeah. Awesome. Wonderful answer. And appreciate you just talking to that for a couple minutes, because so many people in the world love music, but don't understand perhaps the ways in which it's affecting them and how to use intention with an understanding of frequency and combining those, as you said, to create a healing experience for them,
Yeah.
right?
It's the
So,
attention and the intention, because that's where you place it, you focus on,
right.
and you place your energy. And it's all about the energy, because we're all, even this table, we're all made of energy. So
Yeah.
that's what it is. Yeah.
Yep. 100%. Awesome. Okay. So what I'd like to kind of just transition into now is hearing a bit more about your specific offerings, and if you would just kind of walk us through a typical session of yours that, you know,
Of
something that,
course. So
yeah.
I'm gonna offer a group sound bath and a private sound bath, so one-on-one. And during a session in general, what we do, I go over a little bit of the science behind the sound healing, because I think it's important to understand and to know. I'm not gonna talk about it for 30 minutes. I'll be short and sweet, but I want everyone to understand what we're gonna do. And then I usually, you lay in a Shavasana position. So you lay on the yoga mat, you relax. And if you need to move, if you need to make sounds, if you fall asleep, it's okay, because maybe that's what your body needs and you need at the moment. And then I guide you through a meditation. And then I start, because some sessions can be I guide you, and I can do this meditation while I play. What I do is like during this very like relaxed state, I guide you with a meditation, but then I'll just be quiet and I let the sound wash over you, mind, body, and soul. So the instruments will be the main I don't know, character, like the main the of the on the stage. So that's what it is. And so I'll play harmoniously different instruments, and then at the end of the session, and this is 6 minutes, like 1 hour. And with the one-on-one, it will be a longer session, because before we talk, and I ask you what you want to work on. And on this note, I'm actually excited to share with you that I've been working on creating a package and putting together 7 private, that would be private sound baths, where we'll dive into each of the energy center of chakras, where the traumas and the blockages are. So basically, each chakra is related to an element, and all the instruments that I play are associated to the element of earth, water, fire, air, ether, light, consciousness. And so during the specific session, while I play still harmoniously all the instruments, I'll be focusing on the chakra we need to work on, and adding specific sounds and guided meditations with the intention of moving and releasing the blockages that we are that are in that chakra. And then at the end, I'll share some journal prompts that can help you and inspire you to write in your journal and reflect upon before the next session. So that it's not ready yet, but I'm excited about it. So I shared, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful. And again, it makes intuitive sense just listening about looking at healing at a chakra level basis in context of using sound as the instrument to unblock whatever is blocked, specific to that chakra domain. And because we all have different experiences, different traumas, different conditionings, that are blocking certain areas versus others that aren't.
Yeah, totally.
Like I know a lot of people in my life that have really clogged throat chakras,
The
and
throat
so
chakra.
they have a
So,
hard time
yeah.
expressing. And
Yes, yes.
so, but
And
that's not something for me I've had an issue with. My issues are, everything else. But
I can say that yeah, I had issues with my throat chakra, and thankfully I'm not gonna say I'm healed 100% because that would be
yeah.
I don't know, but I was struggling in communicating and speaking my truth, and and it's all trapped here, and yeah, and also I want to add that if you already attended a sound bath, no two sound baths are the same. So you have different experiences all the time. And you can, and this is with all healing modalities, because again, as we said, it's a never ending journey. You come back, and every time you're just unpeeling and unpeeling and unpeeling the layers. That's what it is. And we all have access to that energy, that wholeness, that consciousness. But like my healing modality with sound, I can help you to access to that. So,
yeah. We have a question: are these offerings for free? The answer is no. As I'm saying, in terms of and it's a service you're providing as your livelihood. But that's a nice transition into the next part, which is, as Wikipedians, I believe you talked with Maddie as well about offering a discounted
rate, yes, of course, yes,
promotion to the community.
yes.
Perhaps you can talk a bit about that too.
Sure. Yes, it will be a discounted rate for the members, and it will be the same session. It's not because it's discounted, I'm gonna discount
Yeah.
my intention, my commitment, my
Yeah.
passion. It's just something that I offered to you guys and the community, and I'm very happy about it. And
Yeah.
of course, there will be virtual. I mean, this is actually something that is coming up like now. I don't know if someone is also in my area and wants to do it in person. That I don't even know if we can do it, honestly. I don't know, just something that came up. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I'm in
when you're ready.
Miami.
Yeah. If there's people in the area, of course, why not, right? And we can make that work. But this is predominantly a virtual online
Yes,
offering.
yeah.
And because the Wikipedia is global and we have members and partners all around
I
the
love
world.
it. Yes.
So
So amazing.
yeah, the virtual aspect is where it primarily stands today. One day we'll have an in-person physical component. But it is a good point to bring up too, which is something I think you've talked about before, but just how the virtual aspect of this doesn't compromise the
No,
effect or quality of a sound bath
not
experience, right?
at all. Of course, I have microphone like instruments that help me, gear that help me to enhance the quality of the sound. But and as long as you have on the other side a good headphones, headsets, you're totally fine. There is no difference. No.
Yeah, yeah. That's good to highlight.
Yes. No.
Because
Of
sometimes
course. Yeah.
people wonder about that. But I've experienced sound baths online myself, various healing modalities online. And to your point, if you have good output systems in the sense of headphones or just even a quiet environment, you can have a really deep immersive experience
Yes.
as it would be in person. So really encouraging as we kind of move even more into a completely interconnected global world.
Yes.
So yeah.
Super convenient because you really you click, you're there in the comfort of your home. You may be on your bed or wherever, but and then once it's done, you're logged out, and and you had your experience.
Wonderful. Well, I'm really looking forward to building this with you, helping you further grow your practice, and getting you acquainted and integrated into the Awakenpedia community, and growing with us over the long term.
Yes,
Because we're just at the infancy of this, the holistic healing era, if you will. And
Yes,
as more and more people continue to wake up to who they truly are and let go of their false mind-made selves, of the ego identities, there's going to be so many people that are looking towards services like this to be able
yes,
to help them come into tune with who that higher self is, and to integrate it into their daily lives as part of
yeah,
a more standardized practice and routine. Just as today, like people, meditation is more familiar,
yes.
like traditional meditation, but bringing other types of modalities into the mainstream as well.
On that, I want to add that like, I meditate more than once and I love it, but it's not always easy. And if you are a person who says, even though what's your language, because it's important, but I cannot meditate. I have so many, oh no, I can't. I just can't. I can't meditate. It is normal, and it's normal that you're there, maybe sit in meditation, and your mind starts wandering. With sound, it's easier because it's a fast track to meditation to go deep to that state, and it's an anchor. So during a sound bath, if you're there and your mind starts wandering, you just go back to the sound, and you go back to the sound, and you notice maybe how it changes every in different moments. So that can help someone who is willing to try meditation, or like is a beginner and is struggling, because you go deep in that deep meditative state that we talked about very, very easily. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can see that too, because I myself have had some time where it's just hard to, on your own, facilitate your own meditative session, right? Where you're running around the world, you're in this high beta state, and you're in the analytical mind. Yes. To settle yourself down into alpha and then into theta, yeah. It can be a challenge. So having a facilitator with a different type of approach, using sound, which is a tried and true method to bring you into that meditative state, is a really priceless offering in that way, because yes. So many people try to meditate, and using meditation as a kind of an umbrella term of getting into a state of still and connectedness, but give up because they don't know what to do or how it works or how to remain there and how to really experience any type of benefits, healing benefits from it. So that's where, I really see sound healing as such an important tool and modality to include as part of your total holistic healing perspective when you're
I always say that it's very, like, if it resonates with you, and it will, but I'm not gonna say you can, but you will. I always encourage to incorporate these healing modalities once or twice a month. Of course, you can do it like, I don't know, like once a week, how many times you want, but like, because it really helps you to shift the vibrations, to tap into your power more and more, to go deep and connect with yourself. I was someone who really didn't understand what does it mean, like connecting with myself. So that helps. So that's why, and it's one of the most ancient healing modalities. So sound is just so powerful. It's amazing. It's magical.
Yeah. Yep. I feel the same way, and that's why I'm just so glad that you're here. That we can walk this path together and help other people to help themselves, and see how all of this unfolds. This great unknown, wherever it may lead.
The unknown. Yes.
Yeah. So that's all I had, Valentina, on my end. Just wanted to be able to, introduce you to the community, to be able to create this little overview that we can, then put into your partner profile in our member form. And for everyone who wants to check out Valentina's offerings and, kind kind of just learn more about her background and whatnot, they can do so in the member forum. So thank you so much.
Oh, thank you again for having me. I am so happy to again witness the growth of Wikipedia. Like I'm so happy to be with you guys. So thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Talk soon.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye, guys.